Hello, water signs, and welcome to your daily focus tarot for Sunday. Something weird is happening. I already did the air signs, and the air signs had a couple of cards that came out twice for them. You have also had a card come out in both decks, and that is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is normally talking about collaboration and celebration. I don't know if the shield here on the wall or if that's the moon, and there's almost like the hint of a sword cutting across the moon. They're obviously having a feast and toasting in this depiction of the Three of Swords, but this one guy, he's kind of got, you notice they're wearing three different colors, three different robes, and this one guy's kind of got his hand where you can see it like he's bracing himself, like he's almost got his shoulder up in protection. And these other two guys, you can't see the hand that they're not toasting with, right? So to me, this version of Three of Swords can also be about maybe you're celebrating, you're collaborating, you're building something together, but you're also kind of holding back. You're kind of being defensive about it because you don't fully trust the people you're working with, right? And this shield or moon here, this is the unconscious. Unconsciously, maybe you fully don't trust these people. And the Three of Swords and Ethereal Visions fell on the floor, jumped out and fell on the floor sideways. And I read this particular Three of Swords not as celebration or collaboration, but as the Norns, the Weird Sisters, the Destiny, Fate, or the Triple Goddess sometimes, because of this laurel wreath, because they're standing in water. They've got this golden veil, the golden thread, the cord of life around them. So this coming out sideways, this is something that, it might be changing your life on a rather large scale. And you have to read the cards individually, but you also have to read them as a group. So I would be like, keeping your shoulders up, watching your back, bracing yourself. Okay? The other cards that came out as clarifiers, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this can be talking about an overindulgence or like a loss of some kind. Like it can also be talking about work addiction. So like with the Three of Pentacles here, you could be getting ready for a loss. You could be overindulging, and Justice makes me think it's more about overindulging. So in the upright, this card is talking about knowledge and cutting knowledge that balances things. It's talking about karma. So it's talking about cause and effect. In the reverse, let me see, I don't think I've ever actually gotten this card in the reverse. So I'm gonna look at what it says for the reverse. It says dishonesty, corruption and unfairness, lack of accountability. So these people that you're working with, definite lack of accountability that could lead to a loss, or could be making you overwork, even if you aren't overindulging. So the well came up upright, and this is talking about the depths of creativity. It's talking about pulling from your own inner depths, your own inner strength. And you're going to have to do that to overcome whatever is going on whatever this fated thing, whatever's going on with your work situation and with these people that you're collaborating with, these people around you, they're not very good for you. At the bottom of the Druidcraft, we had the Seven of Wands. So this is, persistence and defense. It's being steadfast in defending yourself, right? Even though you don't have all these fancy tipped spears, you just have this one wand, you've still got the higher ground. You've got the higher morals, the higher values. And what is that on his... Is that a porcupine? Or a hedgehog? I'm not sure what that is, but that's the first time I noticed that. I've had these cards for a while and I've been working with them for a while, but sometimes I just notice like a little detail that I never noticed before. So the other card that I asked for 2 cards and then I asked for clarifiers. So the other card that I got was 6 of Swords, and the air signs got this in the upright. You got it in the reverse, unfortunately. So this is, and you can even tell the reflection of the ship, like the ship is underwater here. When this card, it's not so easy to see that reflection when the card is upright. So this card in the upright is talking about going on to like a new beginning, a better life, a calmer life, something that's more stable. Here it's obviously talking about the exact opposite. The ship is underwater and in trouble. Something's got to break, something's got to give. It's got to be turned upright. Okay? And for the clarifier, we have 7 of Pentacles. Now 7 of Pentacles is about harvest. It's about hard work leading you towards a material harvest, a material gain. So if you do this reflecting, if you focus on and you use your creativity on what is not working out, what is happening here with this loss, this or overwork, this injustice, this karma, whatever this cause and effect that's affecting you negatively is, that's affecting your destiny, your fate negatively, you're gonna get, it's not gonna be a total loss. You're gonna actually harvest something out of this. You're gonna get something out of this. At the bottom of the ethereal visions, 2 of Wands. So he's looking out, he's thinking, he's looking into his unconscious, he's looking for guidance from his higher self. Okay? Pray to a god if you do that, or gods. Meditate, think, take some time for yourself. Because the bottom of the deck is, it's supposed to symbolize what you're not aware of. It's supposed to symbolize your unconscious. Or things that are moving behind the scenes that you aren't aware of. People who believe in like gods, goddesses, angels, spirit guides. It can be focusing on like maybe they're looking down from their tower. They're looking, into your mind, into your soul. Or they're looking to help you. They're like trying to plan out how to help you. You could be asking them for guidance. Like, I don't judge or say that, you have to worship a god or goddess or spiritual guides or whatever. I don't. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's fine. I'm just saying this could be talking about your higher self, or it could be talking about things outside of yourself that you might be asking for help, or that might be working to help you behind the scenes and you're not aware of it. So then we have Six of Swords again. Now the air signs had 2 5 cards and 2 7 cards. You've got 2 3 cards and 2 6 cards. And you can clearly see where you can't in the druid craft, even when it's upright. I mean, both decks have their own advantages, but you can clearly see here he's got the storm on the one side, the dark clouds, the raging waters, and then on the other side he's got the stability of the mountains, this lighter sky, the sun is rising, the calmer waters, and the swords, the nasty cutting thoughts, are put down, and he's got a wand that he's paddling with. So he's got his spirituality, his higher self, his guides, and he's using them to go towards this stable earth, towards this calmer water, right? So this being on your unconscious, and then, you know, half the time I confuse the Justice card with the Judgment card, because to me they're almost the same thing. And this clearly has like a more religious connotation. The mountains, but then there's the ocean, the large wave coming over, and the body, the soul is leaving the body and going up towards like whatever is up there, you know, towards, you know, the goddess, the god, heaven, whatever you want to think of it as. So it's the new beginning. And it's based on your actions, whether or not you're going to get this new beginning. Like, I don't want to say this is a very Christian-based card, but it kind of is. But like I said, to me it ties in with Justice, and I often think of them as almost the same card, because it's talking about, especially when you think of this as a very Christian card in a lot of tarot decks, even though that's not the history of tarot, it's not necessarily a Christian thing. When you think about this as being like the rapture, so I try not to think of it as like that, but I try to think these are almost the same card. They're almost tied together because they're talking about what you do and how you do it affecting your outcome, whether it's good or bad. You're being judged by some force outside of you. All of your actions have a reaction. Whether you believe it's some god or goddess judging you, whether you believe it's your higher self judging you, it's the universe, whatever. Whether you believe, you know, it's physics, equal and separate reaction, right? Cause and effect. So I guess what I'm trying to say to focus on is using your creativity to overcome any negative things that you're experiencing, negative thoughts in your life, negative people in particular. Get yourself back upright by doing this, by planning, by asking for guidance, by focusing and working hard on what you want to achieve, and not necessarily focusing on what these other people are doing, even if they're being deceptive. Like, watch your back, but stay in your own lane. Keep your eye on your own prize. when people are doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, whether it's a coworker or somebody you're in a romantic relationship with or anything like that, a friend, eventually they're going to get caught. They're going to get the justice. They're going to get the karma. They're going to get the negativity. Okay? But you need to focus on defending yourself. You need to focus on persevering and watching your back. Stay in your lane. Keep your eye on your prize, and you're going to get there, okay? You might have to do something creative. You might have to dig deep down in order to get there. Be steadfast. Hold to your values and your morals. Don't give in to those people. Don't, try to get vengeance. Don't do that. Take the high road, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.